Hello, this is JuneUniverse at Ninja Intuitive 3 minutes blind energy reading quickies. Thank you for joining, allowing me in your experience, participating in this co-creating energy of oneness. So this week's podcast, the focus I like to give is recognize the new flow. Where we are at this present moment. And the last portion of the show, I would like to give intuitive reading for those who requested your life's curious matter. You can also request your life's curious matter going to the webpage www.thefutureforecaster.com without telling any of your personal information anonymously, and assign the symbol which representing what you like to get the energy insight from me. I've been providing this insight for over 15 years with a personal session, normally about 1 hour. But here is the community service and using our together 3 minutes and provide a snapshot and what would be like, what is happening, what's going on, how does it look from my energetic point of view around your curious matter, and deliver as an insight that might help you and you may become more aware of the better choices for creating the next step better. And if you feel like it's non-resonance, what I am sharing is I don't get it kind of situation, that's fine, because I totally respect your view, because you are the most knowledgeable person about yourself, and I totally respect that. So please do not take what I deliver as an insight if that's the case. But still, you will get one step closer to what most closer to you're looking for as an action aligned to the heart of the matter. And if you feel, yeah, that could be possible, and then take it, it's yours. Sometimes that these energy readers providing the insight as a psychic or energy healer, whatever they mention as their professions, that when you ask to read the energy or channeling some energy and delivering that insight, and if you say, well, not really resonating, but that readers insist that, oh, this is happening. So if you're not believing what I'm saying, then you're going to experience something negative, or you need to get rid of this negative energy. And if you're not following what I'm saying, you're never going to get rid of it, and bad things going to happen to you. Have you heard about it, or perhaps you experienced intimately to the situation? If that's the case, when you bumped into that kind of person, reader, serving the psychics or whoever, run. You have the power to choose and create. These most likely con artist is uses this human ability to be able to read the energy and to push the fear button, push the fear button. So then, oh my gosh, it's fearful. So when we activated that fear button in some unexpected way, most likely many people reaching out the help, support, ask for support, and grab something in front of it. And this con artist is the professional to manipulating and creating this energetic dynamic to you. So what you can do is to trust in yourself and affirming yourself, and do not give out your personal power to anyone. And then be careful when you notice someone is going to take out your power. You must do this, you gotta do this and this, otherwise it's not gonna happen. Who knows? You know that. So why I insist this, because I was that person over 15 years ago, and eventually that became an opportunity for me to learn about how the psychic could read the person's energy, and how they gonna deliver and to do something as I was curious about and almost being conned. And what I learned is when we are unsure about life in any area, for whatever the reasons are, we go there sometimes and we feel so weak. So weak. And then when we are weak and somebody very trained professional person was gonna come and to push the fear button, that's the opportunity given by the universe, the lessons. So sometimes you pay a good price for that lessons, and actually I did pay a great amount of lessons fee in the time and the emotional in many areas. Then learn the lessons, and that's the beginning of me becoming the energy reader, and to reminding the personal power that we all have. And we all go into that week challenging period. And that's one of the reasons that I created this energy community, support one another. Without getting any of personal information, that's fine, because we are all energy and being created by the patterns of energy as in a human being, and as in the same mutual component composing humanness, we can share without knowing the personal story or any of your private information. But as an energetic component, we can support one another. And what I can do now here is to share what I gain from my own lessons from the energetic field, that to be manipulated in a negative way and a positive way. And a positive side that I experienced from based on the beginning of the negative experience is that when I had another challenge on the physical body, which is needing a medical attention, and of course, everybody going to see a doctor or find a way to treat your illness or unhealthy part of your body in the medical point of view. And on the other hand, to go with that medical treatment, I was also experienced holistic approaches and modalities along with the medical treatment. And then that worked. It's not avoiding the medical treatment, but to do with it and maximize the possibility of healing power, and not only for directly working on the body, but all the related support, the family support, financial support, friend support, the doctor support, and all these support, community support. We want to have much support as we can get when we are in need as a crisis, many type of crisis. So that's what I know this energy community works, because I was being supported. So I would like to make myself available for a community, and being part of that like-minded being to co-create that field of oneness. And we are there for one another, and everybody need different things at different times. So together we can make ourselves for one another, doing something good for ourselves every week. That's the beginning of this podcast, Ninja Intuitive. So me as an intuitive, as an energy reader, I facilitate that energy. The energy flows where attention is given. And who's the attention giver? Is yours you, and mine is me. So consciously noticing how we can direct the energy, just like a water moving into the flow, right? And a small amount of water eventually going, becoming more powerful, stronger, and wider, and making it into the creating that reliable stream. So even that one focus is enough to continuously, moment by moment, and redirecting for ideal is to fulfill in your heart what you would like to experience, what you would like to become, what you would like to more align to your spirit and soul's urge and your personal goals and whatever that you are willing to experience. That is the goal, to live life more enjoyable. So every day here to remind ourselves to redirecting our attention, noticing what we are giving attention consciously, unconsciously. And it's all good to exercising what we are noticing and know about ourselves first, to get into serve our needs better, to feel more happier, so that we can share the happy being to the people next to us, the loved ones, friends, and families, and to magnify the happy love and prosperity. That's what the whole idea. And thank you for joining every week at the Ninja Intuitive. We've been shared over iTunes and iHeartRadio. And if you're interested in, you can check the archive going to the YouTube channel. Search JuneUniverse. June as a May, June, July, June. Universe, one word, JuneUniverse. And then you get all the archives from there. Sometimes that we feature soulmate and soul connection and love as a special podcast with a guest speaker psychic to talk about how you can identify the soulmate and what the twin flames and what you can attract the right one, all these tips and self-work that actually it really powerfully changed the way that you take a look about love and relationship and soul connection. And some energy healing and mantras when you're feeling down and emotional. These podcasts, you may find some resonance or non-resonance. Either way will be fine. But idea is to provide that feel of, hey, you are not alone. So together we can feel, notice that life on earth, being part of the universe. So thank you for co-creating. We need each other and I need you. Totally appreciate to being part of it. So this is something that we need one another to be part of some oneness larger than our individual self. And I am so grateful to be able to do that podcast every week. To you guys are helping me connect and hear and updating. So hope that I am also supporting your awareness or whatever your connection that you feel with us, being part of the field energy. So focus of the day I would like to give. Oh, before going there, weekly check-in. This is what I would do every week here to exercise in our awareness, to observe each part of us. We are not only a body, we own a physical body. And we have our mind, emotion. These are also part of us, non-physical part of us. So emotional body, mind body. These are non-physical, invisible part of us. So mind is such a messy place. And one of the things that we can do is to use that word as a tool to get to know about a mind body. And emotion is to also need to bring that out to our physical, like an intimate point of our beingness. What we can do is to use the observe ourselves. What is it? It's the notice ourselves. There is enough feeding you and noticing that you feeding that feeding. You know what's the difference? That one part is experiencing and observer part of you is observing what you are experiencing. So it's like a bird's eye to look at what you are experiencing. So that's the noticer you, observer you, and when you take a look at what you are doing from the observer you. And then also you can have that observer you observing that you observing what you are doing. It's like the TV inside of TV inside of a TV inside of that you are the viewer of the TV screen, and you also seeing you in there, and then in there. It's like all the way layers of layers. So it's the seeing the trees from the forest, looking at the forest and zoom into a tree, but you are the tree, and then also you observe the tree from bird's eye. So the bird's eye is the observer you. And here is the exercising to witness, observe ourselves with the noticer, you to develop the muscle and see each part of us and align here now at this present moment in this physical body. So that's what the whole idea is. It sounds very complex, but doing is more simple. But it's nicer to understand what we are doing here before start doing it actually. So what we want to do is to give our attention from top of our head to all the way down to the toe. Just scanning what we are noticing, what we are feeling, and what your physical body is responding or non-responding. And just like energy scan as an MRI from top to the toe. And notice where you are in the physical body and your mind, body, and emotional body. Allow my voice guide your attention. Okay, so let's do that. Bring your attention over the top of your head and notice the air above your head and the space between your ceiling, the head and the ceiling. The temperature of the air, notice, and your forehead and your eyes, what your physical eyes seeing it in front of you, what's been captured by your eyes, and what about your mind eyes? I'm seeing the door in front of me, and my mind eyes is already going to the next week, so I'm seeing the future. How about you? Just to notice it's the your mind eyes are resonated in the past or the future or the here. Just to notice without judging. So, and the smell, what kind of smell your nose is smelling. I'm smelling my coffee here. And the mouth. Just to notice how dry your mouth is, or moist, or taste, or something getting your attention, your mouth. I'm getting a jaw muscle attention being given to a jaw muscle. Chewing too much lately. So how about you? Just notice the facial muscle, anything getting your attention, your cheeks towards ears, what you're listening besides my voice. Just notice. And to coming down to the throat, I feel my throat chakra is now open. It's a little vibrating today. That's what I'm noticing. I just notice and extend your attention towards both shoulders and towards all the way down to the elbows, both sides, towards hands and the fingers. What is getting your attention? Notice and how warm or cold your hands are, temperature, and coming inside of the arm, moving up slowly towards armpit, and place your hand over the chest and notice, do you feel the heart pumping right now? And going into the rib cage, inside lungs, both sides, and your attention bringing in down to the stomach. Maybe we want to come into the inside of the stomach, looking within towards the skin inside. How do you see inside of your stomach? Your mind eyes, your intuitive eyes are now in your body, trunk, and bring your attention to back of your neck and feel the connection with the head and the spine. Neck is holding your head. Notice that weight of your head and slowly following your spine towards lower back all the way down, slowly going back to the lungs and the little lower kidney, liver, towards the pelvic area, tailbone, and the joint, hips. When you are sitting, if you are sitting, notice the bottom connecting to a chair or floor, or feel the gravity, the point holding your weight. And towards the leg, joint, both sides, towards knee. Are your knees are bending or straight? Just notice the temperature of your legs and all the way down the muscles, all the way towards the heel, ankles, and towards the toe, connecting to the floor. Extend into the ground and connected to the Mother Earth now. Thank you. So how you feel? The connecting each part of you, and just to notice which part of you, your body was getting attention when we are scanning from your beingness, from top of your head all the way down and connecting to the earth. Just feeding the core center align here. And notice the feeding. What kind of feeding you are now having? I'm feeling very calm. Calm. How about you? Write that down. You are feeding. And what kind of feeding you would like to have at the end of today's gathering? We have another quarter, 40, another, how much time we left? It's a new system. Yeah, quite amount of time we have. So what kind of feeding you like to have? I like to have feeding bliss. Bliss. How about you? So notice the feeding you like to have, and current feeding you're now with is using the right brain, right side. That's the emotions and creativity and intuition. That's the right side of the brain. And left side is the word and number, logical part is managed by the left part of our brain. So when you feel the feeling with right brain, and to choose the word resonating to the feeling is the left, using the both side of the brain balanced way is really useful and practical to do the exercise, to noticing our own beingness, recognition, recognize how, what you are at and feeding. So today's focus I would like to give, I am actually going everywhere, excuse me. And to be honest with you, I'm finding a comfortable zone. And I'd like to connect with you in a most comfortable, authentic, natural way. And it's still in betweenness. And okay, today's focus of the day is recognize the new flow. Recognize that new flow. This is the second week of the new year 2019. As I mentioned in last week's podcast, that the year 2019 is with the universal number 3. Universal energy is the 3. The 3 is the minimum of the community, and 3 is the self-esteem and self-care color represented in yellow. The third chakra, third energy center is resonating this number 3. And the flow is much easier compared to the year 2018. The last year was the universal number of 11. 11 is the master number, is the change gateway open and the major shift. And it's a pretty serious energy. So if you looking back that last year and it was kind of heavy or the serious or challenging or was pounding, and still like was so hard, challenging. It's perhaps to do with the universal energy flow was being part of your experience, of course. And you were perhaps noticing that energetic influence. And this year, compared to that flow, it's a lot easier. In a way that it's lighter to me, my experience. That doesn't mean that everything is easy, because when you are committed to a New Year's resolution and to commit to do things. And most of the New Year's resolution is dying, not surviving at this point. So if you keep doing, it's congratulations, you are so good. And it's hard on you. You may need to, you deserve some treat for still keeping up on your New Year's resolution. That's the statistics, and that's what the natural human being is. So I'm not saying that number 3 is light and this new flow is easy. It's easier, but it's not easy. It's up to your dedication stance to what you chose to do. But what I notice is to pay attention to self-care is a good theme for the year 2019, because the self-esteem, number 3, is the universal energy. And when you are treating yourself well, not spoiling yourself, but treating yourself healthy, nurturing way, and then this universal flow will more supportive, or you are resonating to that flow of the universe. So when you feel like push it, it's not gonna open it, and then you may want to take a nap and to make it neutral. And then maybe that's going to ask you to slide the door, left side or the right side, instead of pull. When you push, and then if it's not walking, and then how about pulling it in? That's used to be the way that if you push it, it's not walking, then pull it to see what happens. But it feels like take a nap, and then maybe that's the sliding door. That's a new way to deal with. So what does that mean is that be open to the new idea to accomplish what you are looking for, set as a goal. Release the old ideas and know that there's many other way to get there. And in order to allow the new ideas or ways or whatever to come and guide you, you may need to completely detach at some point with hope and knowingness that you're going to be taken care of. However, to never stop getting their intention. As long as you are waiting to get there and moving forward, and if there's a door and feels like never going to get a way to open it, just relax and detach and allow that beyond imagination can bring some formula. When it comes to in front of you, use it. You take action effortlessly. So that's the magical flow of the year. And somehow that you feel effortless, so easy. So maybe you're not going to recognize what you are getting. It's so easy. That's what you've been looking for. Work hard last year. Or maybe you've been working years and years that you want to experience in it. And you believe that it needs to work hard to get there. But from now, within the new flow, maybe it just magically showed up, and it was like, gee, is this what I wanted to have it? That's so easy. it feels like living in the new dimension. Yes, perhaps that's new dimension because you change. You allow the universe to be part of your effortless, enjoyable, clear, intentional creation that healed the old ones. So enjoy the new flow. And if you have any questions, please send me a voice message if you are listening with this new platform, or send me an email at JuneUniverseNow@gmail.com. JuneUniverseNow@gmail.com. Look forward to hearing your experience of this new flow you recognize as new. This is JuneUniverse. So I would like to give an intuitive reading for using 3 minutes together. When you are listening the reading that I deliver for requesters, Curious Matter, I would like you to embody the feeling that you chose for today to experience the feeling. Do you remember that feeling? I chose bliss. So embodying the feel as if you're already experiencing it, and send a good thought to the energy reading requesters as if they are experiencing in the most perfect way. So when you send a good thought in the energy of oneness, universal energy return system is coming back to you to help you experience the chosen feeling. That's how the oneness of the universe would support one another regardless of time and distance. But here is connecting point that help. Everything is happening here now at a certain moment. So the first intuitive blind leading I have here, love life. Love life. The symbol is starfish. Starfish. I put the 3 minutes timer here. Okay, starfish. Here's a starfish. I got the sense that this is very cosmic energy connected with very emotional power and creativity connecting. In the sense of art is the glue for this love you and your partner or partner candidate, that in a sense of soul family, that not too much word to talk about, discuss about, but you understand one another very well. That's something that is rare to experience with other people. And you're not the only one noticing their benefit. Your partner candidate or the loved one is also feeling that same way. That's the paradox that when we grow as a person, we change, and that changing self is good to express using the word. Even you understanding the soul level and the non-verbal communication way, but sometimes it's like a verbal communication and word would help you your love deepening and friendship deepening as to understand each other's person's personality and where is heading to growing as a person. I have a sense that the heart open communication is nice and it feels very authentic and grounded in a sense of mature souls, both of you. I have a sense that I like to see the sparkling energy to stimulate love as in a couple and romantic connection in ways. It's very mature, mellow kind of flavor I am getting right now. So towards the March and April is the good season to have some plan to do things together, go visit some museum if you can do, or start some new things together outside of business, outside of profession. That would be wonderful. I'm getting the sense that number 5 is a good number for you to getting closer for one another. Choose that number wisely as to set date around 5 or 15 or 50 or the 15th and 5, like a day or the time to be supported by the universe of your intentional creation for becoming more closer. Good luck. I'm sending lots of love and healing energy to your love creation. This is the Starfish category of love life. Thank you for your request. The next one, I like to give the love life reading. Another one. Okay. Candle. Here's the 3-minute love life. I got the sense that beautiful ocean blue with an indigo kind of colored building near it, deep ocean color with third eye open type of, I got the male energy. It's very rare to see that quality in the male body as a man, that very wise and sensitive, clear. I see him in very slender body. I get the sense that this love is starting as a new, or you are going to pull into your life. Pay attention to after the rain, heavy rain day, that the sun coming in and bringing the fresh air, and you both going to have a special time there. In the sense of Hawaiian tropical island, skull and rain stop, and then all of a sudden fresh air bringing in. That's the feel I am sensing. In the sense that feminine is also mature, but it's a very resilient and knowing herself, to heart open and very natural, creative, and his scary way of knowingness will be healed by your soft feminine energy. That's the pull of that. Both of you as an attractive person to getting to know more like someone significant. So drawn to it. I get the sense that both of you are not in a sense soul family, but it's like attracted because it's so different, but the mutual quality, preference, and the taste of experiencing the life in way is somehow mutual. So I get the sense that number 3 popped up for you to embody and use wisely for getting to bring this connection to the next level. Use the 3 o'clock, 3 days, third, 13 and 30, 23 as a key energy supported by the universe to make it better. Good luck. This is the candle category of life, love life. Thank you for your request. So how about another one from Life Path? Life Path with the Miller. Here is the Miller Life Path. I get the sense that something is coming to your experience as something related to a business, that what you've been looking for a long time, and you're sincerely wanting to experience from your heart. It's been a long journey, but feels like it's coming right at the corner of the spring this year. So I feel you are very grounded and very practical, realistic sense of self and financial success and this heart of the matter. And be open to the space for your friends and family time, even if you are surrounding by some pieces finally coming together for your career, purpose-serving work. In a sense, it's not the job thing. It's more of your passion, mission connected to your embodiment. I'm getting the sense that creativity is being part of it, and balanced way of connecting to self. God's limit. So chin up and straight your back and be aware of your posture when you talk to someone, and practice the physical strength in the stomach area to sustain that energy in your physical body, so that when you talk to someone, everything that you've been building energetically with, it will be delivered through your physical presence. So be open and pay attention to the opportunity that you can go and present your physical present as an making presentation to meet people, give talk, lecture, whatever that you are able to make it as your experience. That is going to be supportive to the next more closer to the heart of the matter opportunity. Good luck. I'm getting the sense that blue, sky pastel color blue, is the key color for you to connect to the path to a lighter, brighter destination. Good luck. This is the Miller category of life path. Thank you for your request. You can also request your life's curious matter intuitive reading going to www.thatfutureforecaster.com. Thatfutureforecaster.com. Look forward to intuiting your needs. So how is your feeding embodiment? Do you remember your feeding word you chose for today? Mine was bliss. Bliss. I feel so blissful now. So let us take a long, deep breath together. Counting 3 right now. 2, 3, and release. Thank you for co-creating, joining energy of oneness. I see you next time. Until then, all